Classic fucking Black Knight body blocking. Yeah. No, there's a lot of stuff like that in that game. Yeah, there's no real combat in that game, it's mostly just running past enemies and shit. You like RE? Nah. Nah, that's like the only game that is like that in the Silent Hill series. Normally they have combat. Very janky combat, but it's combat. That's the charm of Silent Hill, I guess, is the janky combat, the awkward ass voice acting, and all that. Gotta say. Man, Silent Hill 1 was a lot of fun to play. I recommend it. It's pretty easily enough able to emulate it, honestly. A good PlayStation 1 emulator is, I use DuckStation, I think is what I use. And that's the one that most people use for PlayStation 1. It's the one that I found works for me. Originally I was playing Silent Hill 1 on PS3, but... yeah, emulation's not illegal. It's perfectly valid. Emulation's like a necessity to preserve video games, because if emulators didn't exist, then a lot of these games that are, like, for example, on the Xbox 360, they shut down their marketplace. Those games are gone forever unless people downloaded them, so, like, or bought them. So it's just, emulation's good for preserving games. And for fuck's sakes, these games are like a billion years old. It's not like Konami's making royalties off selling Silent Hill 1 fucking copies. But I do own it for the PS3, so Silent Hill 1, 2, 3... 3? Maybe 2, just 1 and 2. Fuck, maybe just 1. I can't remember. I have Silent Hill 2 on PC, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the devs don't release it, then it's basically just abandonware. Simpson Hidden Run? Yeah, it's a classic game. Like, for the most part, I will buy old games and shit, but currently my addiction's Magic, so... But I have been buying old games, too. I got, like, all the Metal Gear Solid games. I got all the Resident Evils on the GameCube and shit like that. Yeah, Simpsons Hidden Run is a classic game. Classic. I think my friend has it. He bought a lot of classic games. He's way more than me. Way more expensive games at that, too. He's got all the Zeldas and Marios and Pokemon XD and Coliseum, which both of them go for like $250 each. But you got them for a really good deal. I think you got both for $300 back in COVID. Old games for cheap. We just go to our local pawn store. Or eBay. eBay is pretty good. I've never had one issue with eBay. But for the majority is from just this local pawn shop. We go pretty much every time he comes up. Actually, we do go up every time he comes up. There's two of them and we go to them, usually. So, yeah, I recommend just going to your local pawn shop if you got one. And you might find some good shit. Yeah, I recommend checking them out. You never know what you'll find. There's some crazy pawn shops like an hour away from me, which we sometimes go up. Usually once a year we go. Check those out. They have like every Silent Hill game. They got fucking every rare game is there. I'm like, oh man, I'm looking for this rare Resident Evil game, and then that pawn shop will have it. That's how I got Outbreak 2. My friend gave it for me for Christmas. We got both Outbreak games, which is cool. Yeah, exactly. Just gotta do some Googling. Check out what stores nearby have games and shit. But also at the same time be mindful of prices, because our pawn shops price pretty fairly. If anything, they price slightly lower than what they will do on like eBay and stuff, so it's actually better for us because we don't have to pay like shipping and all that. So for us, we're getting a pretty decent deal for the most part for most games, and I found some really sick finds. It's a lot of fun. So I only buy like older games if they're complete. So if they have manual, you know, everything. If it's a 360 game, I don't really care, but anything that's like GameCube, PS2, I want to make sure there's the manual too. I want full complete. Seal games? No, there's not many. We do occasionally, but they're super rare. Probably because if you didn't keep good storage, those sealed copies probably won't be very much sealed anymore, as that type of plastic would deteriorate after all these years. So you'd have to keep it in like a really good environment. So when... Yeah. So if you kept it like in a good environment, cool, something that's not gonna get like damp or really anything that'll ruin it, then it'd be good. Those are really rare. You know what? Yeah, right. I mean, some people, there's another thing I found out like a week ago, is that you shouldn't put, you know, rubber bands that people put like rubber bands on their cards and stuff. You shouldn't do that, because like the rubber band will eventually like disintegrate, and it'll disintegrate into your cards. Found that out. I don't use rubber bands, but I was like, oh shit. Who knew? Yeah, we're getting old, man. Feels 28, man. Yeah, I used to use them all the time with like my Yu-Gi-Oh cards back in the day. It's probably what my... To be fair, nowadays I like sleeve. I get a new card, I'm like, oh shit, that looks good, and I sleeve it instantly. Back then I'd be like, oh, that looks cool, and then I just play it without any sleeves or anything. Just completely fucked them up. I mean, even some of my old Pokemon cards look pretty... My cards from like 1998 look pretty ratty. They definitely got some use out of them, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I got some cards from like the first couple of sets. They're pretty fucking beat up though. They're not unusable though, but they are pretty beat up. I have a couple first editions too. But man, those cards go for a lot. No, I've had them like since 1998. I'll never forget. I was fucking 2 years old when I got those cards. They're probably my brother's cards and I fucking stole them. More reality. When I was a kid. Though, I'm pretty sure he stole my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so, you know, fucking payback, I guess. Because we used to have, like, so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like, actually insane. No, I'm gonna keep them. Yeah. Yeah, right, eye for an eye. Nah, I probably never will sell my cards, unless, like, I pull something fucking insane. Like, if I pulled a $200 magic card out of a new set, then yeah, I probably would sell it, but... Probably the only way. I don't like to sell things anymore. I regretted selling a lot of my stuff back when I was a kid. Like, all my games, I have pretty much my game collection again from when I was a kid, so that's pretty cool. I had all the Pokemon games, all of them. I had Pokemon Yellow, Blue, Red, Gold, Crystal, Emerald, Sapphire, Platinum, Diamond, Pokemon White, White 2, XD, Coliseum, and I sold them all. Before they were worth hundreds of dollars. So that pretty much gave me PTSD of ever selling anything ever again in my life. 'Cause I'm like, I regret it so much. Oh, I had one from every gen up until like X and Y. I had an X, I had X as well. So, but to be fair, that's what happens when you're a kid. You're like, ah, nah, there's no way I'm gonna regret this, and then you're older and you're like, fuck. Those are all worth like $200-300 now. At least I didn't sell my 3DS. My 3DS is worth like $400. So, I guess that's something. I do have the box for that. I have everything for it actually. Full complete. And it's limited edition. So. Got that from Walmart back in the day. Thanks, Walmart. No, I'm pretty sure I sold majority of my Pokemon games to my brother and to my best friend. So, like, they have it. I also sold my PS2 to my best friend, but I actually bought it like a year ago back from him. And he just bought a new one. Or bought like another one. So I have my original PS2 again, which is nice. Though it is a little scuffed because my PS2 was a little scuffed. But it does the job. I fixed it a little bit. No, I have pretty much... I have a lot of consoles. I don't have a PS1, but I got PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, but which is basically Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Series X. all in one. Minus some games for the 360, but most of those games I can get on PC anyways. So. Got a Switch, got a Wii, which the Wii is also a GameCube because it's the first gen. I don't know why I sit down here. There's probably some other things I'm forgetting about. 3DS, DS with compatibility, GameCube, Game Boy. So basically I have essentially a way to play every console from like early 2000s, from like 2000 up until now. No, I don't got a connector. I mean, because I don't have a 360. I have a Series X, which can play some 360 games and can play Xbox One games. Does backwards compatibility. Maybe eventually I'll get a 360, but it's not really a big concern. Does it connect? No. I'm good. And I'm pretty sure I can play PlayStation 1 games on my PS2, so, or PS3, I can't remember which one. One of them. So, yeah, I can pretty much play any console. Drip feeding backwards compatibility games, yep. At least has PS4 backwards compatibility, but I do wish I had a bit more, because the PlayStation 3 is kind of annoying to bring out whenever I want to play something on it. Rather just boot up my PS5. At last. Though, to be fair, the 360's backwards compatibility is very select games, but it's still very cool. Cool, they also went back and gave some of those games a 60 FPS boost. I wish Bloodborne had a 60 FPS boost, so I wouldn't want to rip out my eyeballs every time I try to learn it. A nightclub. Yeah, I don't got it anymore. What if my brother still has it? Probably. I don't know if my brother is as much as a collector as I am. I think he likes Legos and shit, so maybe. Yeah, Bloodborne, as great as a game as it is, I'm sure it is. I always dread loading it up and trying to learn it, because going from like consistently beautiful, smooth FPS to 30, if you're lucky, is so hard. Yeah, I'd rather 60 FPS over graphics any day, to be honest. I mean, Demon Souls has a performance option, and I use that, so it's like a buttery smooth 60. I'll take 60 over graphics any day. I don't really give a shit that much about graphics usually. I've played like Witcher 1. Like graphics don't really matter to me usually. It's nice to see like beautiful games. You're like, wow, that looks nice, but. And the best world, I have both, but if I had to choose, it's gonna be 60 FPS every day, so my eyeballs don't bleed. God. Well, it was admitted to Quelaag. That's good. It only took us almost an hour. It's because every game was 30 FPS back in the day, for the most part. Going from 165 hertz to 30 is extremely huge gap. So that's why it really fucks me up. I mean, if you're used to 60 FPS and 30 FPS and stuff, it's probably not so bad, but where I play at like a 165 for majority of games. Pretty bad. Yeah, back in the 360 days and stuff like that, like games were always like 30 FPS, so it's not that big of a deal back then. But after we had a taste of, you know, high refresh rates nowadays, it's hard to go back. I don't think if I want to do Dark Souls 2 this week or not. Speaking about torture. Probably should. What is this? Yeah, it was a little ambitious. Nice. Oh, this is bad. Huh. Fighting on a slope's always pretty bad. Probably do Dark Souls 2, I don't know, Wednesday, something like that. Been focusing on Dark Souls 1. We did Demon Souls. We started Dark Souls 2 yet? I've done runs for it. I've done practice runs for it. That was like a month ago. I think was the last time I did anything Dark Souls 2 related. Yeah, it was back in June. Wait, that was like 2 months ago. Oh, I haven't done any actual attempts yet because there's certain sections of the game that I still have to learn. I do actual run Wednesday, we'll see. At worst, Yeah, 'cause I don't know. I haven't done it in like a couple months, so it's probably gonna be pretty rusty. I kind of remember generally what I'm supposed to do. I have my notes, of course, so it doesn't really matter, but if Wednesday goes well, then I think Thursday we'll go for a run and worst case scenario, we get hit a fuck ton and I just enable the practice tool so that way I can't die, and then we'll see how many hits we can go through the entire run. Not have to worry about resetting. Give me like a general idea what we're working with. This RE4 remake randomizer, probably the last one I do for a bit until I think it'll give me some decent practice for no hit because I'll learn the enemy patterns and shit. At least that's the hope of the randomizer. Adapting to really fucked up scenarios. Only died once the last last randomizer run, so that was pretty cool. So I'm making this randomizer even harder. I think I have 1.75 times enemies. That's gonna be spicy. So that means a lot more enemies. Yeah, basically, Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 were the only games that I was like super confident in. Even this game takes a lot of work though. Demon Souls, I knew with that magic run that we were gonna get it like super fast. This run requires all those stars to line in the goddamn universe apparently. The weird thing at the moment, it's not even like a boss is screwing us over. It's literally just like certain specific enemies, areas. Like Duke's Archive, that whole place sucks massive balls. Why I got properly named cringe archives. It sucks because I've been to Gwyn multiple times. Yeah, even on casual run, Duke archives suck. I'm not really too wrong when I say pretty much everything just has to go perfect. Who knows how Dark Souls 2 and 3 will be? Probably be absolutely terrible. So. Yeah, at least Dark Souls 3 is not very janky. Yeah, you have to level up ADP. I mean, you don't have to, but you have to. Let's be honest. In a no-hit run, you kind of have to. Unless you're used to the absolute garbage hitboxes. Those hitboxes, if you don't have ADP leveled, are fucking wild. I've seen some real insane bullshit in SL1 runs. Attacks that should not hit. But at last, they did not level ADP because it's a level 1 run, so they got fucked. I will say that ADP was an absolute fucking mistake. I don't know why they ever decided that that was a good idea. There's a reason why there's no ADP in all the other games. I don't know why there's a lizard in there, but he can drop a chunk. Did he though? No. He's been greedy these last couple runs. These last like 3-4 runs, I've not gotten a single chunk. Not a big deal. The thing is, rolling is not that broken in this game. I would say rolling is absolutely broken in Dark Souls 3. Because rolling in Dark Souls 3 was pretty sick. You got that low equipment load and you're just rolling across the map.
Thank you, Kai.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 feels like an experiment. Feels like a lab experiment. They're kind of just like, fuck it, we're gonna try a little bit of everything. Like, there's things I like about Dark Souls 2, there's things I definitely don't like about Dark Souls 2. I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle for Dark Souls 2. There's a lot of people, though, that either fucking love it or really hate it. Favorite feature Dark Souls 2 had? The fact that you could end the game? I don't know. The New Game Plus, probably. Let's be real, New Game Plus doesn't even exist in the other Souls games. And they exist, but all they really do is increase HP damage. Whereas Dark Souls 2 actually had a bunch of items and shit like that and did some cool stuff. I think Bonfire Aesthetic is a cool idea too, to redo bosses and increase New Game Plus per area. I like Bonfire Aesthetic as well. I like that it had hidden challenge rings, basically. It only had rings. If you beat the game in a certain way. I can't remember how you get them, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty hard. Like not using bonfires or something, I don't know. Yeah, life gems were basically just grass from Demon Souls. They also had Estus as well. I don't even think I used Estus in my original run. I think I just literally only used life gems. Life gems are pretty good. You know, I would actually kind of like a remake or remaster of Dark Souls 2. Just them removing a bit of the jank that comes with it. That's even possible. But maybe the jank is what makes Dark Souls 2 Dark Souls 2. I just want to be able to do this to my character. You can't do this in Dark Souls 2 without feeling super fucking janky. Also, stamina system in Dark Souls 2 feels like absolute shit. I know someone did the math and it's basically the same, but it really doesn't feel like the same. It feels like I'm just constantly holding the sprint button and then unpressing it after 2 seconds, and then pressing it again, holding it, and it's annoying. Like, it feels like you run out of stamina so fast in that game. Maybe it's because I have the grass crush in this game. Who knows? But also, Demon Souls didn't feel like that either. And that doesn't have a grass crush, so... Dark Souls 2 is the only game where the stamina just doesn't feel right to me, personally. Even without the grass crest, like, Dark Souls feels fine. Why did the camera fucking just change that much? Jesus Christ. I slightly tapped a wall, and Miyazaki's like, alright, your camera's gonna go to fucking Narnia, bud. Also, ADP is a terrible idea. Glug glug. No, I mean, I'm talking about like base leveled endurance on all the games feels completely fine except Dark Souls 2. There is a stamina problem in that game, absolutely. Even Bloodborne feels fun. Like, Dark Souls 2 is the only game where I feel like the stamina feels like shit. And I really don't know why. I guess that's just a Dark Souls 2 special. I don't know. Maybe eventually I can, after doing so many no-hit runs in Dark Souls 2, eventually I'll find a enjoyment. I'll be like, man, I love this game. Never know. Stranger things have happened. I don't think Dark Souls 2 is like a terrible game though. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good. It's just for no hit, it's kind of annoying. In the same vein that going to Bloodborne's kind of annoying just because of 30 FPS. It's like little annoyances that add up after. Because, like, I know I'm gonna have to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in each of these games. I already spent probably like 700 hours into this game in the last, like, 10 months. I know, my opinion might change. I put more time into it. I think it's just like, I have to get used to it. Same with Bloodborne, just gonna have to get used to it. Unless Sony gives me remastered Bloodborne. Be real. They're gonna milk that cow like there's no tomorrow. That's a PS5, PS6 exclusive. Calling it now. No, honestly, Dark Souls 2 is not that long. There's a lot of optional bosses that we cut out. Depends on the route you want to do. Well, we have to do Rotten 4 times, but that's every no-hit run. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 is not that long, I don't think. Bloodborne, I think, is the shortest. I think Bloodborne clocks in, like, if I get a really consistent route down, I think it clocks in about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, something like that. Just kind of fucking crazy. Well, if we don't include Elden Ring. Not including Elden Ring, I'd say Demon Souls is the longest, just because we cheese. I think that run took like 4.5 hours. I don't think Dark Souls 2 is 4.5. I think it's like 3 something, maybe. And I'm not even that optimized at Dark Souls 2 yet, so... Elden Ring is the longest by far, no matter what. It takes an hour to set up Elden Ring, just to begin with. I think Elden Ring... I don't know, maybe it doesn't take that long. I think once you get the setup done. Let's see. These are splits for Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, yeah, the same amount of splits. The only difference is that we have to do Rotten 4 times, but you have to anyways. So you can get that million soul memory. We do Dragon Rider, Last Giant Pursuer. Then we do Rotten times 2. We do Run another 2 times. Dragon Riders, Mirror Knight, Frog Boss, Velstat, Guardian Dragon, the Giant Dude, and the last 3 bosses in the final area. Burning Hell, Elden Ring. Yeah, get fucked, Elden Ring. Bloodborne is Father Gascoigne, Bloodstarved, Beast, Vicar, Shadow, Rom, One Reborn, Mikolash, Wet Nurse. And that's it. That's a fucking super fast run. Dark Souls 3, I mean, you have to do all these bosses regardless. There's only like 1 optional boss in Dark Souls 3, or a couple. Nameless King and stuff. It is 3, right? Yeah, the reason why Demon Souls took so long is because we cheesed like all the bosses, so... Man, even the DLC, I wasn't even finished routing that, but even the DLC for Elden Ring is going to take a while. No matter what I do. So yeah. Longest is Demon Souls. Second longest, probably Dark Souls 3, maybe. No, there's no point. Any optional boss is not done. In any of these no-hit runs. Unless it's an all-boss run. But that won't be until I hit 10,000 followers. Or whatever I had the goal for. I don't remember. Also, how's it going, Skies? Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Why am I hitting that man? He's a bad boy. He's been a bad boy, and he deserves a little bit of punishment. Being such a naughty boy. Makes you feel any better. I'm kicking this guy in the corner. No, I'm not gonna kill the dancer, really. Not really a point in doing dancer, really. Wastes a lot of time, too. Man, he was naughty. I had to show him who's boss. Now the routes are all very set in stone, to be honest. For now. Maybe I can make optimizations later, but not really. Everything in these runs have a purpose for the most part. Dark Souls 2 run was a lot longer too. Originally I was gonna do Congregation and go into the spider area and all that, but then I realized that I don't even have to do that. The only reason why we went to that area is to get chunks, but there's actually a better area to do that. You just go to the DLC. Faster, safer too. I mean, I don't doubt those people. I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, you can do whatever route you want. Because at the end, all you have to do is just no-hit the run, right? So you could do dancer first if you really wanted to. The end goal is always the same. It's just no-hitting a run. I usually just look for the most optimal and safest runs, usually. Because I know I'm going to be doing marathons where I need to consistently beat the games back to back. So doing risky strats is just not a good idea. Like doing dancer first is just not a good idea. Maybe in like a one attempt run, like a one-off run. But not in a marathon setting. That goes for all my games. I always look for the safest strats, usually. But also fun. I find this melee build pretty fun. Like, I could just do magic, but... Nah. I already do Demon Souls magic. That's enough magic for me. Yeah, there's people always looking for new routes and new weapons and stuff like that. There's people that don't even use this weapon. There's people that use blacksmith hammer and all that. Accidentally done no-hit run? Probably not many. At least in Dark Souls. I'd be very surprised. Well, to an extent. So, if you're speedrunning a game, ideally getting hit, you don't get hit, right? Because getting hit slows you down, or, like, you lose pace. So, out of all the people to accidentally no-hit a game, it's probably going to be speedrunners. Alright, we good. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. In a minute. I'll be back in a minute, chat. My stomach's not agreeing with this coffee. What can you do? Was it a number 2? Sure fucking was. God damn. Whew. Coffee, man. How's it going, gamers? Gamers. It's pretty fast. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a dump. Speedrun just for you guys. Trying to play Inside Out. You got this, man. You got this, brother. One sec, chat. I'm looking at something. Just genuinely curious. Where is it? Where is it? Exciting though, Asper. Oh, hell yeah, guys. My card just went up in price. Oh, fuck yeah. So the card I pulled out of a magic pack, it's gone up in price. It went from $10 to $15 now. Oh, holy moly. Fucking eating good, boys. Exciting though, Asper. Hope you pop off, man. Yeah, I didn't want to keep the stream waiting, you know. That's just rude. What kinda is rude, is that my cat's not hanging out with me. Fucked up. I need my emotional support, cat. Help me get through these goddamn no-hit runs. I gotta render out that no-hit run. It's been stalling on it. It's like, I'll get around to it. Probably do some Resident Evil 4. Maybe after this run. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this run goes, if it kills me inside. There's evaporation AC. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Yeah, we got this portable AC. It's trying its best. It's really putting in the work. Yep. Nah, that wouldn't work here either. Our humidity is always like super high. Whoops. Might be a bit of a problem, huh? I was also thinking about maybe playing Dead Rising 2 soon. Maybe on the weekend or something. I don't know. Get hyped for the remake. Dead Rising 1. Yeah, right? Why do they even sell them in England? I don't even understand. Because you can't even fucking use it. Let's see, what's the humidity here today? I don't even think it's that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. It's pretty normal today. 64%. Damn, off by 5. 64 is pretty huge. You have to buy dehumidifiers too. Yeah, we got one of those. What's the weather this week? Man, I wish it would just get cooler. I just want fall. I'm so over this. Feels like 30 degrees every single day. It's gonna feel like 35 on Monday. Can you not? Like, it was nicer in Alberta than it is out here. How is that even? I thought it was gonna be hotter over there. They have no humidity. It's not even hotter. They had like 16 degrees one day. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why do we get the fucking... They live in like literally the plains, just plain, it's just fucking flat. And they have a cooler? Some bullshit, dude. Favoritism. Yeah, 35, yeah. Oh, it gets a nice, cool, warm 40 degrees at times. Canada's like living in a jungle, I guess. Got the humidity of a jungle, got the heat of a jungle. It's basically just a jungle. If I open the window, sometimes it sounds like it too. I'm immersed. Yeah, that's why we got AC and we got 2 fans going at max speed all the time. It's meant to be. That's where you are wrong. There's a lot of people that actually think that, but no. Canada is not like that at all. We have maybe, at least where I live, we have maybe like 2 months of snow, 3 at most, if we're lucky. The rest of the year is just, you know, the spring and stuff is not so bad. I'll take a 20 degrees. Oh no, that's a popular, everyone thinks that Canada's just cold and full of snow all year long. Because we live in the north, even though we're on the same, like, equator as Europe and all that, but nah, dude, we live fucking... Basically, we're in the North Pole. To be fair, I have a blanket on, so AC's doing a good job. I love the wintertime though, -30. See, we like to go from one extreme to the other. It's either we get 40-degree summers and then we get minus 30 to 40 winters. It's pretty fucking sick, dude. Yeah. Minus 30 is pretty common in the winter. Especially in like January. I find January is usually where it's like minus 30. It could go up to minus 40. I've walked in minus 40 many times back when I was in high school. My mom used to get pissed at me because she was like, why the fuck are you walking home in minus 40? I'm like, does? I like it. Minus 7, really? Oh, gotta wear a lot of protection. Just like sex. Wear lots of protection. And you too won't get your dick frozen. Yeah, works for both. Yeah, that's just a life lesson, chat. No matter what, just wear protection. There you go. That works for anything. Yeah, let that be a TED talk for you guys. Free advice. No, I was kind of a little rascal when I was a kid, just walking in minus 40. Definitely really fucking stupid. But I mean, I was covered enough. You definitely have to be really careful though. It's really easy to get frostbite at that temperature. If you don't have the right, like, gloves and shit. Well, that's the thing. So my eyelids didn't freeze, but any sort of, like, droplets out of your eyes would freeze. Like, your, like, eyebrows would freeze and shit. That's just assuming it's not snowing on top of this minus 4, which usually it doesn't, because it doesn't snow when it's that cold. Usually. Usually likes to snow around, like, the minus 15s, you know, 10, under. 40, it's not pretty common. But yeah, if you're getting, like, that wind and minus 40, oh, it's just a fucking treat. Just a treat. Get big snow? Some years, yeah. Some years not. Honestly, the last couple of years, it snows like a lot for like a couple weeks and then it kind of fucks off. And then we get like some snow here and there, but we used to get snow all the time in December, but now, not the last couple of years. We did have a snow on, what was it, October 30th last year? Yeah, I remember it being in October. We had snow in October and snow in April. That's pretty dank. Yeah, it doesn't snow, like, ever in December. It used to all the time when I was a kid, but now. Oop. You can thank global warming for that one. Less shoveling, I guess. I was always the person that had to shovel every winter. Like, when I was living with my parents and stuff, I always had to shovel. I was the shovel slave. God, no, fuck other people. I don't even shovel my neighbors. Sometimes I do, if I'm feeling generous. If they piss me off for that week, then they don't get no shoveling. Not for them. I can shovel our own shit. Sometimes I do them. Depends if I like them that day or not. Flamethrower. Good work. Good work. I don't honestly shovel that much because where I live, this apartment, the landlords get people to clear most of it, but for some reason we have to shovel our own fucking steps, even though it's literally like this small little fucking area. They're like, nah, you gotta do that. And I was like, but they're already there. Okay. The apartment life. Man, it was funny when I was in Alberta. We were like in this neighborhood. That's where we were staying. Every single person had a garage, and they were all, every single one of them were all the dudes were just making something. They're just dudes being dudes, just building shit. They all had their garage open, just building shit. I was like, huh. Guess that's the house life. Ever been snowed in? Nah, because I'm usually the one that has to go shovel, so. No, I've never been snowed in because I'm forced to shovel. Even in the most insane, fucking up to your chest snows, I still had to shovel. So, nope. Never had that feeling before. Just jump out the window. Yeah, I don't know if you want to jump out of a window in the snow. Snow's not the most. Depends on what snow you land on. A lot of our snow turns into ice snow, or like harder snow. The only time it's very soft snow is when it first snows, usually. But if you leave it overnight, it'll harden. So that's usually why I had to shovel a lot, because I wanted to get ahead of the next day. Dude, I hate how my fucking music works. Such a little bitch. Black Knight once. Oh, I have. All it takes is to listen for the left archer. That's all I need to know. There's only a couple parts in this game where I actually have to listen for the audio, and that's one of them. Same with the Nito fight, for when he does the scream attack. Other than that, it's a pretty chill run. And that's why we have RTSR as well, because it one-shots that night. you don't have RTSR, it's going to two-shot, and that gives you way more opportunity to get hit. Alright. Oh, I have been consistent at getting Ornstein smoke for like months now. That part of the run is not that bad. It's the other half that is the hardest part, usually. The issue with consistency is that there is none. There's weeks where I can get to 4 kings, like it's no big deal, multiple runs, back to back to back to back. Then there's weeks where I'm getting fisted by Ornstein. That's just the no-hit experience. There is a lot of RNG in this run. A lot. There's a lot of, like, the thing about Dark Souls and even Resident Evil and stuff is that enemies can do things that you would never predict in a run. I could kill 500 zombies in Resident Evil, and then one zombie gets slightly staggered and then limps over and hits me for some reason, you know? Like, there's just a lot of runs where you just can't count for a lot of these one-off scenarios. And that makes up a good bulk of the runs. Like the first run today, we got blocked by a Black Knight. Not much we can do other than go for a parry, but he went for the swirl R2, or whatever the fuck he wants to call it, which is, you can parry, I think, like the first animation, maybe the last, I don't know. Yeah. The more enemies, the more variables. That's why Demon Souls wasn't that bad, because we could use things like Alluring Skulls, or whatever it was called in that game. Which helps. But even then, some enemies would just ignore it, because, of course, why wouldn't they? Yeah, Soul Remains. Yeah, Soul Remains are really good in that game. There's a reason why they don't let you get Soul Remains for borderline free anymore. Now you have to, like, this game only has 3 spots you can get Alluring Skulls. And even then you probably don't get that many. Resident Demon Souls, you can get as many as you want. Once you get to 4-2. Or even 4-1. I think we do use some Alluring Skulls in Dark Souls 3. Yeah, this game probably has like, at most, maybe 15 between the merchants and Undead Parish and stuff. Maybe probably less. Not to mention this strat's also RNG. I'm like too fucking rusty to do this right now. And do a third. Then he did a backup. Okay, because he went there. Alright, that was lucky. That was unlucky and then it was lucky. And backing up, I was like, oh well, this is fucked. But luckily, he backed up in a good corner. No. Nope. Nah, his hitbox is kind of fucked. There's times where I should even hit him, but he still don't hit him. Kind of all over the place. Titty lady. Give Lord Vessel, please. Yeah. I don't know why that took her so long. Oh, really? Oh, did I not use a soul? Did I use a soul? I thought I used a soul. No, I did not use a soul. No. His hitbox is kind of scuffed. Won't lie. I only punish those 2 attacks that he does, because all the other attacks he can do some weird bullshit. His strength is useless on this weapon. This weapon has way better dex scaling than it does strength. Dex be better. Though once we beat like 4 kings and we have nothing else to level, then I put points into strength, because strength still gives you like a point or 2, I think. But at that point, the damage is pretty negligent. We just want 40 dex, and then we start leveling endurance. Yeah, this weapon scales off dex. Better, I think. Ooh, that was close. Wasn't expecting to do a fast fireball. Yeah, what does this weapon scale with? Yeah, it's C dex. Damage is slightly better. Yeah, no, the halberds go off dex in this game. I think they always go off dex in all the games, but I'm not too sure. Might be wrong on that, but I know for this game it is. Could be different like Demon Souls, not too sure. What are you doing? Little skelly bastard. This is a very agile weapon. Oh god. Kinda bad. I don't know if that skull exploded. If it didn't, then it might be waiting for me once I leave. We're just gonna hold tight for a minute then. Oh my goodness. Hey, at least we got to Bone Zone. That's something. This Ornstein was alright today. I'm glad that for once I waited till I did the third attack in that pattern, because I know like there's a 50% chance that he's just gonna jump back like he did, which he did. Is there a skull here? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh boy. Here the boys come. That spot's always sketchy. I fucking hate those bone wheels. I've lost so many runs to those bone wheels before. Yeah, Miyazaki loves his rolling enemies. I don't know what his fetish is, but God, he loves that shit. He's like, that's the good shit. Ah, fucked up the cutscene. Still got a fast recover though. Nice. My finger was on the wrong button, but I had the fast got the cutscene skip, so that's good. Oop. Did I get the souls yet? No, I didn't. Yeah, we'll do some Dark Souls 2 this week. I don't know when we're doing Dark Souls 3. I'm kind of just despair thinking about Dark Souls 3. Because I know it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard. But probably for the next while, I'm just going to focus on Dark Souls 1 and 2. And of course, Resident Evils. Yeah, but doing parries ever in a no-hit run is usually the last resort. Unless you're doing the games by themselves. But yeah, I know you can parry. I've done it before. I just Probably don't want to do it in a no-hit run. Unless I do. Maybe. That would be the style points. Last game, no hit. Dark Souls 3 goes in. First boss, tutorial boss, get hit because I tried to do parry. Alright, see it now. You can also parry. You actually do some parry in that game as well. There's like this Crystal Sage looking enemy in the Scuffed Duke archives after you're fighting the dude that looks like Ornstein. Dragon Slayer armor. You actually do want to parry that guy. The Crystal Sage, so you can kill him early. They don't deal with his bullshit later. Part of me is excited to learn like Dark Souls 2 and 3 and all that, but another part of me is like, it's gonna be so much work, because I know how much work this game was. This game, I mean, how many hours have I clocked in now for this game? Let's see. 681. By the way, when I first started no-hit runs back in November last year, I had about 30 hours in this game. I now have almost 700. Well, I also played the original. Just casual runs? Yeah. I played a lot of Dark Souls 3 casually. And Elden Ring, of course. What made me want to know at these games? Well, I've been wanting to know it for a long time, but finally took the plunge last year. Not really too sure why. I've watched no hit runners. Like I've watched Happy Hob. That was like definitely one of the big ones. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been interested in no hitting. I just decided that 2024 would be the year that I actually put a lot of work into it. Like I was practicing no hit Resident Evil HD before any of these. That was early last year. 2023, early 2023, I think it was. Yeah. And then it's like, you know what, I want to do Dark Souls as well. So then I pivot my channel to pretty much from here on out until I change my mind, I guess, which probably won't happen, is it's going to be Dark Souls and Resident Evil for the majority of my doing no-hit runs or challenge runs in general. There'll also be like Silent Hill challenge runs and Dead Rising and stuff like that. But the big 2 game series that'll be on my channel is Souls and Resident Evil. Sure my audio is good for this part, so I don't get sniped by Nito real quick. There's not really one specific reason why I wanted to start. I've watched a bunch of people, but so I guess maybe they inspired me. But I've always wanted to do challenge runs in general. I used to speedrun back in the day, so this is basically like a speedrun, but not. And the idea of beating a hard game without taking a single hit the entire game is like so fucking cool. Like it really doesn't get much better than that. That's a lot of fucking skill and talent. Extra hit. No. Oh, this is fucked. Yikes. Alright. He's about to spunk. Thanks, Stream Element. The MVP of the stream, as always. Yeah, speedrunning is a lot of work too. Literally dedicate hundreds and thousands of hours onto certain games, just like no hit runs. Oh wait, I want to go to Chamber Princess. Oh boy, Cringe Archives. Oh, my favorite. Yeah, speedrunning is a different kind of skill set. Still very impressive for sure, yeah. I plan on trying to no-hit Silent Hill 2 Remake when it comes out. Or, like, I'm gonna do a casual playthrough first, of course. And then after, try no-hit, if it's even doable. Who knows? There could be some real bullshit in that game. Next year, like I said, I'm gonna do 15 games, no hit. From January 1st till January 1st of 2025 or 2026. Jesus Christ. 15 unique games. So I'm gonna be doing games from all different series, trying to no hit. So my goal eventually is to do like a marathon of like 5 games back to back no hit of different game series. So you can have Dead Space, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Dark Souls, and something else back to back no hit. That'd be cool. Yeah, horror games usually have some kind of bullshit. Yeah, that's true. They usually do have something that you're like, great. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do a bunch of games. Some of the Silent Hill games are doable no hit, no save. Some of the later ones you kind of have to use saves, I think, to no hit them. There is a lot of bullshit. I think 1 to 3 is fine, but 4 is, oh dear God, I don't even know how to describe 4. If you ever seen someone play Silent Hill 4, then you would know that it's certain mechanics are really bad. I want to eventually do Fallout no hit, Elder Scrolls no hit. That was a lot of really fun runs that I want to do. Or at least they sound fun in my head, but maybe reality is pain. Just like cringe archives coming up. Which I still haven't really figured out a proper strat for this part. Elder Scrolls good? Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. Hopefully my sleep schedule gets fixed soon. Holy shit, Marcus with the 15-person raid. Holy balls. How's it going, guys? What are you up to, Marcus? Yo, what up, Shadowlick? Watch horror stuff and memes. Nice. Thank you, Weird Gut Champ, for the follow. Appreciate it, man. You get some good memes, did you? Welcome to No Hit Dark Souls, where I lose my hair out of stress. Watch a man break down, real time, live reaction. There's your reaction stream. Watch a man slowly descend into madness playing this game. Oh. Usual memes. Yeah. I know there's that horror game that you want to play, right? Survival horror, I think it was. Something like that. Sounds kind of cool. That's true. That's usually how it goes. The game that you linked me in Discord last week, I think it was. Is that the game you still want to play sometime, or no? Panicore. Yeah, I read a little bit about it. It's like a survival horror game, and the game reacts to your voice chat or something like that. Sounds kind of cool. I don't know if that's true or not. I looked at the very surface level details of it, as I do, of course. You just say a game, and I'm like, sounds good, buys it. I have no idea what the fuck I just bought. Well, if you still want to play that game, then I'll probably get it this weekend. Oh my god, guys, we just died. The run's over. Yikes, that's embarrassing. Sorry, my acting is as good as porn stars, so... Voice proximity, team of friends, enemies can hear you. Oh, shit. Sounds kind of fun. I'll make sure to turn down your audio when we play. Just, you know, smidge, just in case, right? I'm sure you won't get spooked, though. When was the last time you even got scared? Like... 10 years ago, you know? What if I do a little trolling? And I tell the demon to go kill you? Will it kill you? I mean, I wouldn't. I'm just like hypothetically, right? Snake, please. Okay. Sounds like a lot of fun though, man. If you want, we can play it next weekend. If your schedule's free. I know you are a busy man. Busy little beaver. Go your stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate the raid. Glad you had a good one, though, man. Hopefully this is the run. Surely. Only been doing this for 10 months. Alright. Yeah, this will be the run. Yeah, no shit. It will be. We're gonna try a new strat for this guy. I don't know. There's just one shield guy that's just been ruining my runs. So I don't know. I'm just gonna run past him, hope for the best. It's gonna look jank. I don't know what else to do at this point. I practiced it last stream like 5 times, so I mean, I'm sure it's gonna go great. I can't believe we're already... This is the second run of the day. The first run, we got, like, body blocked by a dude. So, second run of the day. This far ends. Pretty good. Pretty good. Make sure to stay hydrated, chat. Make sure, you know, get that water and stay hydrated, boys. All right. Here we go. It really shouldn't be that hard. Like, this part shouldn't be that hard, but just this one guy is in the most unfortunate spot. Some real Miyazaki level of bullshit. Come on, dude. Oh my god, don't miss. He's literally melee range. Oh my god, okay. Hey, we've done the chat. Luckily the guy had bow and arrow, it's fine. Fine. We're all good, boys. Finally. I don't really feel great about that strat, but honestly at this point I really don't know what else to do. Alright. We're out of the archives. Okay, we're almost out of the archives. Don't get too cocky. There's still one guy down here that I could just... Yeah, we're good. I know that looks not hard at all, but that one shield guy on the upstairs part is so sketchy. I'd rather them just like hotfix the game and get rid of him real quick. If they could just do that for me, that'd be cool. Come on, Miyazaki. I know you watch the stream. Of course, I mean, why wouldn't he? There's been one time I actually walked off this. And yeah, I mean, it's Dark Souls. Who doesn't love Dark Souls? I mean, you guys love Dark Souls. Yeah, Miyazaki's a big lurker. I can feel it. It's okay. I appreciate my lurkers. Lurkers are the real MVPs. I'm gonna kill some clams real quick. Feels like it's been so long since I've got to this point. I mean, it really hasn't, but... yeah, that's what lurking is. Just tacking a load off, chilling. Some people leave the stream on and go jerk it or something. Everyone lurks differently. Regardless. Much appreciated. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, some people leave the stream on, go do something else. Some people just don't chat. Oh. Alrighty. Is New Londo rough? Yeah. No, it's alright. Ghosts can be kind of annoying. My last run that I got to No Londo, I got hit by one ghost, and then I continued the run, and I didn't get hit again. So that run would have been the run if I just didn't get hit by one ghost. And I think the reason why the ghost hit me is because he went through the wall, which they do if you're too close. But normally they don't. At least in that spot where I was. So it was kind of unlucky. And I don't know, New Londo's alright.
What's wrong with you?
It's alright. Everyone's favorite boss. I know. Head of Chaos. Oh boy, this boss. Oh boy. It's been a minute since I've done better Chaos, but it should be fun. Beta Chaos. Yeah. First playthrough Beta Chaos is... There's a reason why everyone puts Beta Chaos at the bottom of their list when it comes to anything, when it comes to this game. Or any Souls game. Beta Chaos is a really bad boss. It's just bad. To be fair though, I'm pretty sure this whole area was like... They're running out of budget for that area, so... They're kind of just like, yeah, it works enough. Throw it in. Would have been cool to see what a fully developed Lost Izalith would have looked like. We will never know. Marcus is a good lad like that. Good lad. Strong teeth. Good teeth. That's an obscure reference that no one will get other than me and my wife. Yeah, Lost Izalith, you could tell that they ran out of time. Very undercooked. They kind of just had this big lava place, and they're like, throw these big enemies in there, and Capra demons, and... Aye, janitor. I'm guessing the janitor probably did it. It's always the janitor did. Yeah, but the remaster... Well, we know why they made a remaster. It's like how Todd makes a remaster of Skyrim every fucking 2 days. We know why. Starts with M and ends in money. Money. Money, money, money. Probably needed a fun Elden Ring. They're like, alright, fucking sell this shit, dude. Could be wrong. Well, let's be real. Definitely money. Because the remaster, it's okay. It functions. But is it a great remaster? Not really. It's serviceable. It says remasters as if I took a picture of my balls and upresed it with AI. You know, it's still a picture of my balls at the end of the day. Just higher res. I don't know where I was going with that. It's the first thing that popped in my head, so I was like, you know what? Sounds good. Anyways. Goodbye. Like, Control CV for miles. Alright, chat, what do you guys think? Better Chaos first try or nah? What are you guys feeling? You guys feeling the Better Chaos? Or nah? Oh, not Better Chaos, yeah, let's not, you know. Too cocky here. By the way, the only reason why I took off Fog Ring here is so that the enemies can get aggro to me. So, kind of makes this part a little bit more consistent with this guy up here. Whereas before, if I have Fog Ring on, I have to go underneath his legs and he can just hit me. Yeah, I'm doing Firebomb. Why do anything else when you got Firebombs? Imagine doing this boss normally. Ever. Like, if you find out the Firebomb strat, just use that for the rest of your life. This boss doesn't deserve anything less. Now, is this boss worse than Dragon God? They're both terrible. Black Firebombs? Nah, I doubt that. I'm pretty sure they have the same radius. I'd be surprised if Black Firebombs have a bigger radius. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But I've never heard of that before. Could be true. Doesn't really matter as long as you know where the general idea of where you're supposed to line it up. Though this strat is not easy, bitch. You gotta be fast or it's fucked. The bitch. Alright, chat, here we go. Whee! Gator boy, she said, see you later, boy. Yeah, that's how that song goes. Good thing is you can take your sweet little time doing this setup. But you know what? I don't need to set up because I'm just gonna yellow it. Muscle memory, bitch. You fucking bitch. Now let's see if she kills me with fire. Cause that's just RNG. Oh, GG. Oh, Seath. One of the sketchiest boss fights we have to do. This strat is pretty sketch. On the perish. I've done that boss a lot, as you can see. I've done all these bosses a lot. Yeah, Sif, if he just taps you with his little tail, then you're fucked. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Because he does love to jump around, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the rules. I'm sure Sif will be a completely normal boss fight. Sure. Honestly, the boss that gives me the most like anxiety is Four Kings. I've done them a lot, I've practiced them a lot, but I think it's just the arena, man. It's intimidating. I think the hardest part about no hit run is not getting into your own head. So I think I'm gonna get a lobotomy maybe at some point. That should make me play with zero emotion. Can't have anxiety if you have no brain. Not that there's much up there anyways, let's be real. Alright, it's about that time where I pull out the gum. The gum strats. I could have hit him there, but I wasn't feeling like it. Too far. Fuck. That's okay, because he backed up anyways. Oh, don't start that now, buddy. You son of a bitch. Oh, fuck me. That was bad. Oh my fucking god, bro. All right. Final two bosses. Now this is where the run gets interesting. Honestly, everything up until this part I wouldn't say is that bad. Four Kings is where the real test begins. As Four Kings takes a lot of focus. You get nervous now? Yeah, man. Welcome to no hit runs. Melee editions. Alright, the stairs not too bad, but there is a couple of parts that are a bit sketch. Keep boning out until they don't. That's all you can do. All you can do. You just keep homeward boning or dark slime if you run out of homeward bones. I had a run. I've never seen this before, by the way. I think I might be the first. World's first. I had 15 times in a row. I conceded because it happened so many times. I was like, you know what? This is just not happening. He did it in phase, even in phase like 3, like third Four King, he did it. Which is usually the last one you have to kill. Imagine my tilt then. Put those in case we have to bone out. Alright, so we have one ghost that is really sketchy coming up soon. To make sure a ghost is not going to backstab me when I kill this guy. Nice. Let's go. That ghost can hit you pretty easily. You have to walk a pretty specific strat. Oh god, dude, this boss fight. Gonna aggro a Dark Wraith. Should be fine. Yeah. Good. Me too, man. Just pray for overhead slash every attack, nothing else, as that's the easiest to dodge. Won't happen, but... Did my internet cut out just now? No. Oop. Did I put the ring? Yeah. Covenant of Taurus. Nope, internet seems fun. There must be your VPN then. Oh, my hands are sweaty. Oh, come on, Four Kings. I gotta get locked in, boys. No. Okay. Oh, let's fucking go. Holy fuck. If you drop a firebomb, it gives you an idea where you are in the map. That way you know where your location is and where the other ones will probably spawn.
Is it? Very well.
Some people like to drop a firebomb and move slightly. Like, people know the fight a lot better than I do, positioning wise. But oh, I mean, you have to parry Gwyn. You have to. Parrying Gwyn is the safe strat. unfortunately. Which I haven't practiced Gwyn in a hot minute. I wasn't really expecting to get a run like this in a while. Alright, I got a full-on focus. We got this. Surely. That was one no hitter on. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. After 8 months. Oh my god, dude, after 8 fucking months. I'm fucking shaking I'm fucking shaking. I'm literally shaking right now. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, 2 no-hit runs within fucking weeks. What? I'm shaking right now. I played so fucking good. I played so good. Oh my god. Your whole place in employment heard that? I'm sorry. That was 8, 9, 10 months of pent up like fucking no hit. Well fuck, I guess we gotta do Dark Souls 2 now, don't we? Oh my god. Holy shit. I can't believe it. What? What happened? I just fucking focused so hard. What the fuck? Oh my god. Update the fucking title. Yeah, I'm Dark Souls Pro now. Yeah, shit. Now everyone's gonna be like, oh, GunHogz, you can't no-hit Dark Souls 2. Oh. Oh my god, all that hard, yeah, right? Like Demon Souls was hype, but this is like so much more hype because this has literally been 10 months of me streaming and working so hard at this no-hit run. Never have to worry about 4 kings? Oh. That's where you're wrong. We're gonna be eventually doing marathons. Asper, you missed another no-hit run. You missed another one, man. Dude, I wasn't expecting it. I was like, okay, I haven't practiced Gwyn. Holy fuck, I was so locked into that Gwyn. I almost messed it up, though, by the roll there. I bet my neighbors heard that. Fucking Four Kings was... That gave really good RNG. I thought when the first Four King was backing up, I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna do the magic attack. Maybe he didn't because I got close enough. I don't know. I legitimately thought he was gonna do the attack. Tell my neighbors. No, they'll know now. Oh shit, now I have 2 videos to upload. What the fuck, man? What? Time to play Resident Evil 4 and no-hit that game, and Resident Evil 4 Remake, let's go no-hit that. Clearly I'm fucking... Like, what? By the way, Dark Souls 2 is gonna take forever. I'm just gonna let you guys know, it's gonna take a while. What do you mean, Esper? Oh, good, ma'am. You're probably busy. All good. Don't worry about it. I don't think I've ever been that hyped before. Like, I was so hyped. I need to get a clip of that. I need to get a clip. That's what 10 months of no-hitting does to a man. Should be a trophy for this? Bro, I'm gonna order some fucking food tonight as a trophy. I can't believe it, dude. Like, actually, we just no-hit. Like, what? Great. Now, forever moralize me saying that something about my... I talked about my balls at one point. Oh, great. That's gonna be in the VOD now. We did it, guys. 607 attempts later, we did it. 607. Two hours. Wait, 2 hours and 21. That's pretty good, actually. Do it again. Okay. Relax, guys. I mean, theoretically, I could do it again.